Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good afternoon everyone. We are from group 3. We will presentation about types of disease, cause and symptoms. Before we will presentation, let me introduce our member of group 3. My name is Mutiara Savitri with student number 64, Salsabila Nur Azizah with student number 63, Muhammad Fathan Bagaskara with student number 65, Justine Guia, and Maricar.
Plant pathogens are forming a huge problem on the economic and life stability. The plant pathogens are increasing in the wide world. Good morning everyone, I'm the first presenter. I'm Maricar from Central Bicol State University of Agriculture, Philippines. What are pathogens? Pathogens are living organisms which are mostly micro and capable of causing disease in plants. These microorganisms include fungi, bacteria, viruses, mycoplasma, nematodes, spiroplasma, and rickettsia. Although relatives of some plant pathogens are human or animal pathogens, most plant pathogens only harm plants. These are the classifications of plant pathogens. It's comprised of fungi, bacteria, virus, and nematode. The plant pathogens cause the diseases for leaf, stem, root, vascular system, and fruit. First, fungi. It's entered into plant tissue through direct penetration. Penetration through natural wounds or holes. The characteristics of plants attacked by fungus are hypha or fungal mycelia appear. An example of fungus rhizoctonia that causes blight on the midrib of rice plants.
Bacteria. Bacteria enter plant tissues through wounds in natural openings like stomata, hydatodes, lenticels, and nectaries. Bacteria spread, etc. Infected seeds and seedlings, water splashes, insects, and agricultural machinery. Next is virus. Virus characteristics can be transmitted through vegetative material, seeds, or vectors. Detection by electron microscopy. Spread. Mechanical seeds, grafting seedlings. Symptoms of attack. Stunted, such as nutrient-deficient plants, poisoning, mutations. Enter cells, etc., wounds and insect vectors. For example, Gemini virus, paper yellow leaf curl disease on chili plants. Next is nematodes. Grouping by feeding position. A. Ectoparasites. Do not enter the plant roots. B. Semi-endoparasites. Can move from the soil into the roots or vice versa. C. Endoparasites. The whole body of the nematode enters and lives in the root. Eats from inside the root. Examples of endoparasitic nematodes. Meloidogyne, root swelling nematodes of tomatoes, carrots, and potatoes.
Next, disease. Disease is a process of interaction between plants and pathogen that is influenced by the environment and causes physiological disturbance or deviation. Symptoms. Symptoms are deviation from typical plant condition induced by pathogenic and physiological abnormalities. Symptoms can be observed with the naked eye or through the use of a microscope. Symptomatology is the science that analyzes the symptoms that occur in plants as a result of pathogenic problem. Next, external symptoms and internal symptoms. External symptoms such as lumps, wilting, mucus discharge, soft root or wet, hard root, small leaf spots, ringworm or wounds, change in color or shape on leaf, yellowing or stunting, and stunt stems. Internal symptoms such as tissue degeneration, tissue decay, tissue damage, cell or tissue death, and is present in the growth of pathogen, spore, and micelles. Cause of disease: abiotic and biotic. Abiotic, disease come from non-living things that cause disease that is non-infectious and cannot be transmitted. Biotic, disease that come from living things that are infectious can be transmitted. In general, the cause of this infectious disease is called a pathogen.
Next, types of plant disease symptoms. First, based on the nature of the symptoms that arise, there are local symptoms and systemic symptoms. Local symptoms. These symptoms occur only limited to certain plant parts only. For example, disease of the leaf, root, and fruit. Systemic symptoms. These symptoms arise caused by disease that attack all parts of the plant. For example, it is caused by a virus. In all parts of the plant there are viruses even though the infection is right in certain part of the plant. Second, based on direct and indirect influence, there are primary symptoms and secondary symptoms. Primary symptoms. These symptoms arise directly on the infected plant part. Secondary symptoms. These symptoms arise in tissues that are not attacked, arise indirectly due to the presence of pathogens in the plant.
Number 3. Based on the size of the symptoms. Microscopic symptoms. Symptoms of a disease can only be seen when using a magnifying tool. Microscopic symptoms. Symptoms of a disease that can be seen with the naked eye. Number 4. Based on morphology and anatomy. Necrotic. Necrotic is a symptom of disease caused by damage or death of tissue cell in plant. Examples such as yellowing due to damage to chlorophyll. Hypoplastic. Hypoplastic is a symptom of disease caused by inhibition or cessation of cell development in plants. Examples such as stunting due to growth inhibition so that its size becomes smaller and usual. Hypertrophy. Necrotic is a symptom of disease caused by damage or death of tissue cell in plant. Examples such as yellowing due to damage to chlorophyll. Hyperplastic. Hyperplastic is a symptom of disease caused by cell development that exceeds normal. Examples such as scurvy due to the extraordinary growth of epidermal cell and the underlying tissue from leaf, fruit, stem, or tubers. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, you can write in the question column.